Mm. Yeah.
Hello everyone, Wayne here. We should be live. It's not coming up as live for me, but we should be live. Let's see if we can find it. See more happening now, and we are live. There we go. So welcome to this week's mega hot seat, as we call it. Let's see who has joined us. In fact, I'm going to tag everyone in. Let's tag everyone in. There we go. Let me know who's watching live. Let me know who's watching the replay with hashtag live or hashtag replay. Rudy, hope you're well. Let's see if we can get a fair few people on for today's special guests. This is going to be an awesome one. 17, Leonard, hope you're well. Michael, hope you're well as well. There's my twin, Jordan. Paul, hope you're well. Renetta. We've got the two Olgas. We're okay. We've got Jarmo. Awesome. So, every week or every other week, we obviously have our mega hot seat. This is so you guys can meet OLSP members, VIP members, team builders, and ask them any questions that you've got. Okay, so tonight's special guests are two very special people. Great, loads of people on. Paul, hope you're well. So what I want you guys to do, okay, is ask my two special guests lots and lots and lots of questions. Okay, lots of questions. So I'm now going to let them on. We had to do some jiggery pokery, some tech jiggery pokery to make this work. Let's move that over a bit. But it looked like it's working. So I'm going to let on two of my favourite VIP members, who is, it's Ulf and Rowena.
Rowena. How are you guys? Did I say your name right?
Yeah, hi Wayne. Can you hear us?
I can. Guys, how are you? I'm just going to make sure everyone can hear you because I have literally bodged everything together. So hopefully let me know you can hear us and Ulf and Rowena. Let us know inside the chat.
Well, here we are. Can you hear us and can you see us?
Let's see, make sure everyone can, because the amount of tech issues I have
is unreal. They can probably see little me in the corner there. Just let me know you can hear them, guys. There's about a 10-second delay.
Okay. We'll wait for them.
This is the trouble with doing live. You have to wait for that delay. We are getting feedback from their end. It's probably my voice going to across to you and then back again.
Let us lower the volume a little bit then.
Let's try that.
Yeah, okay, because we don't have headset. Okay, is it better now? Is the feedback less?
Let's turn them down a bit. Let's see if we can get rid of this echo. And let's listen in.
Yeah, okay.
Nicky said feedback.
Still feeding. Don't have headset. Okay, is it better now? Is the feedback this?
It's a bit better. Okay, so it's a bit better now. So I'll turn. Let's turn one down. Wayne is echo. Yeah, it's because it's feeding to you guys, I guess, and then feeding back again. Let me know that's workable, guys. Then we can get on only feedback from me, which is weird.
Yeah, that means we have to lower
it's a bit better. Okay, so it's a bit better now. Yeah, it's a bit better. Okay, we're going to have to go with what we've got, guys. Wayne's echo. I'll try and keep it quiet. Yeah, it's an echo for me because I'm guessing it's going to them and feeding back. So I'll keep quiet. So I'm going to let you two guys do all of the talking, which I'm fine with, which makes me happy. Makes me very happy. I don't have to do any talking. So, can you tell everyone who's watching about yourself, guys? Why you joined OLSP? And yeah, tell them your story.
Sure, no problem. It would be our pleasure. Well, I am Ulf, and this is
Rowena.
Rowena, my better half. Born and raised in Sweden, nowadays living in a small Baltic country called Estonia. And Rowena is not born in Europe.
I was born in the Philippines, obviously.
But living here together. So, well, the story about OLSP, let's take a little bit of background. We have, for the majority of our lives, we are not all that new, as you might see. We have been working in the entertainment business. Me, myself, I am a piano player and keyboard player, have been touring in different bands for many years. Rowena is a splendid singer who also has been touring, but in other parts of the world. And so it happened that 18 years ago, we met online. We had some previous in the baggage behind us, so we were obviously ready to go with something new. And we started to do some music together, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for 15 years, I believe. And at the same time, me, especially personally, I've been very much into sales and marketing. As a freelance musician, you know, you always have to sell your stuff and your services every night because you cannot live one evening from yesterday's success. So you always need to perform. So I've been freelancing all my life. I used to have my own music retail store as well, actually, selling stuff there, but it was quite hard and quite expensive, so to speak. And as e-commerce came on in the start of the, about in this millennium, I faced real competition, and having all the products in stock made it actually quite expensive for me. So I closed it down back in 2004. So fast forward to, because there has been some online stuff since then. Some things went good in the start, and then I've been mostly doing trials and errors. And
mostly error.
Mostly error. What?
That time.
And in I believe 2018, or no, a little later, 2020, I believe I saw OLSP first time online, but I didn't know anything about it. I hadn't seen it before, so foolishly, obviously, I skipped it that time and moved on with what I tried to do and my trials and errors. However, I have tried to invite Rowena into online marketing through these years. She hasn't been so excited about it maybe in the start, but as I in start of 2024 found OLSP advertised a lot online. Mm-hmm. I still kept on skipping it until I came to May, I believe start of May, middle of May this year, and I said I better give this a try. So I went in with a mega link. Pretty much I think I got the upsells right off the bat. The Mega Messenger and the Team Builders Monthly. Whereas the next day, I found out that there was an option to buy Team Builders for life. And when I read about the structure of the Team Builders and the benefits, I said to Rowena, we are doing this. We are going to buy this lifetime. And what really triggered me that time was a one-time cost, the second tier commission, absolutely. And then, of course, again, the solid, how can I say, presentation of it all, because it was very well presented, very well then logical, laid out. So I said to Rowena, let's do this. And later on, we have worked this together. I do most of the stuff online because we still have daily jobs, both Rowena and myself. And she is plenty busy at her job and doing some other stuff on the side as well. So I'm mostly doing this, but Rowena is excelling with talking to people offline, actually. So that's one of our venues to present the opportunity, because not everybody can be presented to or informed through an online platform, although it's very convenient, especially when there's people you know. And not to come up with a lie here, through those offline presentations that Rowena has made on our behalf, she has actually gathered together a couple of sales for us, which is great. So now we are actually doing this, not full time yet, but full time of our free time, so to speak. That's awesome. The current situation, and we are
hopefully in the future.
Yeah, we are very happy. We are very happy to be on board. Let's put it like that.
Brilliant. I'm kind of hoping my echo's gone, guys. Just let me know, because I feel like I can't say anything. So I'm sitting there going,
talking so much.
No, that's not because of that, because of the echo. But I think I've solved the echo. I think. Let's just see what everyone says that the echo's gone. I think I've got rid of it. Brilliant. I think I have got rid of it. Okay. Awesome. What an introduction. You two are echo's gone. I know what it was. It's because we had to bodge things together. What an awesome couple you guys are. You can tell it's gone. Brilliant. I've got to think of some questions now. I haven't thought any. You put me on the spot after the echo. What has changed? What do you think has changed since I could do being you are quite a bit louder. Yeah, that's my settings, so I could probably change them. I've got all the settings and everything this side. What's changed since you upgraded to VIP and things? What do you think has changed? What has been a big change, maybe in your mindset, maybe in what you're learning? What has been a big change, do you think? What's changed?
Learning, right?
Yeah, and of course the commission.
Yeah,
it's
commission. Obviously, no doubt who is in charge of the money.
You don't need to ask yet.
So obviously the huge commission bump, but
there are lots of advantages.
Yeah, I would say the learning and the
benefits.
coaching is definitely something that is a huge point. Some things that I had no idea about, and I've been stumbling around for so many years online, and still even the most, you could say, simplistic things, the simple is very often easy to oversee because we tend to overcomplicate things, and I probably do that a lot since I've been struggling around for several years, and I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, which is not so good always. So I need to deal with that. And here is something where the coaching and the VIP community, where I can see a lot of other people in very different ages, from younger people to people in not so young, and that tells me that this is really for everybody. Everybody can actually do this. And the VIP community, I think, is absolutely awesome. The way that we can ask for help, get help, and appreciate each other on cross of countries, cultures, religions, everything is actually a huge bridge in order to progress and grow as an individual.
Brilliant. I think the echo's now back from what people are saying. I don't know. So this is the way it always goes. So I'm going to put questions to you guys. Yeah, it might not be you. There's just settings my side because I had to rush and put things together. So many, Victoria says, so many people overcomplicate it. It's gone now. So there's a certain sound level. I put it on my side and it goes. Echo is gone again. We're playing Guess the Echo. That's what we'll play. We'll play Guess the Echo. What challenges have you faced with affiliate marketing? What challenges have you guys faced, and how did you overcome them? Tough question.
Well, I would say one thing we face is a challenge constantly, and that we have yet to overcome is probably the time.
Yeah, the time.
The time management, but that is not unique for affiliate marketing. I would say it's whatever you do. In that aspect, we have come to the conclusion that we have to kind of narrow down our DMO, our daily method of operation. We have learned that it is more important to be consistent in what we do, but preferably do smaller tasks and smaller things, but do them daily instead of bunching it up. Because the easiest thing in the world is probably to have the high ambitions. The hardest thing is to get more than 24 hours per day. So I would
time
say,
management.
yeah, time management is a thing that we have conquered a lot, not conquered, that we have worked on a lot over the last half year. But I would say finally here over the last month or two, we have learned to see we have to manage things and do it in smaller bits as long as we are progressing in the right direction, which is forward. Because this is a journey, as it's very often being said. And except from that, I would say getting in touch with people isn't really our biggest problem because of our background, because we have met with strangers for all our lives. And we have talked to strangers from different backgrounds and for many years.
We have even performed in front of the strangers. So.
Yeah, we have performed in front of strangers. So it's not a major issue. It's probably this part with the time management and DMO, and actually structure the work for an hour or two every day. Because when the work is not structured, as it was the first couple of months, we discovered that there were too much of things we tried to do at the same time.
Then
and then it kind of fell apart. Yeah, we burned out and it fell apart and said, this is not, this is not working. But what is not working was actually our management of the time. And this has been constantly reminded in the sessions that we have, the trainings that are available for actually, I would say, all members and also builders and VIPers, that managing time and be consistent, absolute consistency with the DMO is probably the number one in this case.
Brilliant answer. What the funny thing is, everyone has a time problem. Everyone has a time problem. I do. I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching has a time management problem, because it's the only, money, you can grow, it shrinks, it's dynamic. Okay. One thing I learned early on was money comes and goes, and there's money flowing all the time, and there's an abundance of money. There is not an abundance of time, so you do have to manage your time. So that's a brilliant tidbit for people watching. What other questions could we ask? What resources have you found the most helpful in OLSP, VIP, or what things have you found the most helpful on your journey so far?
Oh, that's a very good question. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I would say, immediately I would say the community, of course, but I think I have to specify that a little bit and say the builders group, the points to profits, and the VIP community with its mastermind, definitely. The training videos are very easy laid out, very straightforward, but they are more factual on the stuff that each product or each training represents. But resources in order to get help, it's the different communities and the different groups.
And live trainings.
Yeah, the live trainings, of course. Yeah.
With me, they're the best. So the highlight really is the mastermind with me. That's what you're secretly saying.
You look a little bit sour. Maybe I forgot to say that, actually.
I was waiting for it to come up. I was waiting. He'll say mastermind. He'll say mastermind. But Rowena was thinking, I could tell.
She always does.
Yeah, I need to remind him. That's why I'm sitting here.
Yeah. Brilliant. So we love having you guys on board. We're actually going to meet up in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You actually come to our event.
Something like that. Yeah, 3-4 weeks. Yeah.
4 weeks. And Anik just reminded me, and she says hello, and she can't wait to meet you either at our live event on the 14th, which there is still space for, guys. We've still got a few spaces left. So
yes, come and join us, guys.
It's going to be an awesome, it's a 2-week holiday. No one knows that. It's not.
Nobody knew that.
No,
I knew.
That was your surprise, Rowena. You get a 2-week holiday. No, it's a 1-day live event with an evening with all the food and drink paid for, guys. It's going to be absolutely awesome. It's like a Christmas party is basically what it's going to be, where we all meet up. And if anyone want the details, let me know inside the messages. So someone's asked a question. I want to put this to you guys. Johnny has asked a question. He says, I have a personal brand. He's been on camera in the MMO niche, make money online niche. He's only got 570 followers, but he's really good at content. Sounds like he enjoys doing it. And he does all his own editing. Will OLSP suit him? How would you answer that?
Absolutely, because I would say that's a very good question, first of all, and secondly, OLSP teaches the skills that can be utilized in order to promote your things and your brands, your brand, online. Not only as many programs and business opportunities out there, that they are teaching you their specific product, their specific program, but an overall picture of skills needed that actually can be applied to, I would say, anything online and even offline, because we are actually learning things like sales psychology and how people act and react and how people should be approached in different situations. I have never found a platform in my 2 decades of being online that can teach or that teaches skills like that in an easy to understand way. So my answer to that question is yes, definitely 100%.
Brilliant. So my question to you guys, I've got a question which I ask most people. So let's say someone's new to the group, okay, or they've been here a little while and they struggle, okay, and it's perfectly normal to struggle when something's new. What advice would you give to those people? Maybe they've not made their first sale yet. What advice would you give to those people that have, does this really work? Can it work for me? What advice would you give them?
First of all, come to the training, the live training. And if you are on the Mega Link, come to the live training on Tuesday, come to the Mega Hot Seat on Wednesday, come to Q&A on Friday. That's my absolute first advice, because we have several sessions every week which are accessible for each and every one of us. And it is definitely not without struggles to get the ball rolling and get those first sales. I think we were lucky in a day or in a few days or in a week. Yeah, but it's not easy for each and every one. So yes, come to the trainings and ask the questions that you have. Any questions. There are no stupid questions. The only stupid questions are those that are never being asked. So ask the questions. That is absolutely necessary, because otherwise you will never get a feedback referring to your current situation. Also, I would like to add to that, don't just expect things to happen by itself. Because if you have something that you would like to share to other people, it could be a product, a business opportunity. It could be a recommendation of the last great movie you saw in the cinemas or whatever. If you never get to the point and actually say or present or show whatever it is that you would like to recommend to others, you will never get ahead. You need to get the word out. And I don't mean you have to mass distribute it. You can just talk to one person and say, hey, I started this, and I think you seriously should take a look at this. Let's take a look at it together. Start with only one. Don't focus on the money. Focus on helping people, because once you do, you will help yourself, and you will also learn by doing. So yeah, I would say that those are the best things. Try your way, just present and introduce people to what it is you have, and ask the questions if there are any hurdles in your processes.
That's awesome, mate. Your energy comes across, It's fantastic. So we've got 4 minutes, guys. I have to take a Kuchen in 4 minutes. So I'm going to put it to everyone watching. Have you got any advice for these two awesome people? Okay, we've got 4 minutes. Let's see who can ask the best question. I've got one for you. What's it like working with your partner? Because my wife doesn't
like
even...
working with your partner.
Rowena's like, sometimes I want to punch him.
Sweet and sour.
Is it? Sweet and sour, I like that.
I would say no. Actually, I would say at certain times, it can be a little stressful. But in general, if you are in a good relationship with your partner, which I hope most people are, you usually know in your heart if this is something that you could approach your spouse with, or you also know in your heart if I should approach, but maybe a little more careful or something.
Depends on the mood of the wife.
But in general, I don't see any major hurdles here. I would say if you know each other's skills and talents, and usually we do, most people that have been together for a while, married or not, usually you know what the other person is good at and what yourself maybe struggle a little bit with. So in general, I would say it is a teamwork, and most of the time it also works out as a teamwork. So yeah, it's quite good.
That's an awesome answer, and I don't think you're getting a punch tonight. So, some of the best people, or some of the people that stand out. I went to Spain not long back, and I met Jeff and Jean, who work as a couple, and it just works. It just works for certain couples, it seems, which is fantastic. So let's see if we've got any questions. Paul said he's trying so hard to be polite.
Yeah.
That was the truth.
I like you too, Paul.
I think that was the truth, Paul. Okay, that was the truth. Any more questions? If not, we've got 2 more minutes. So, guys, I want you to leave people with one last bit of advice. So when they're maybe struggling, or maybe something happens, they think back to this moment and they think, Ulf and Rowena said X, Y, Z. What is that thing you can give people to motivate them when things are getting tough?
Spontaneously, be yourself. That's actually the foundation in everything. Be yourself, and don't be afraid to be certain of what you actually believe in. When you believe in what it is you are giving to other people, or presenting to other people, or recommending to other people, be yourself. Don't ever lie about any results. If you haven't got any sales, say, I haven't got any sales yet. Always keep it truthful, and say, if somebody's asking something, so is it that good? What is so good? Then provide people with the information that made yourself believe in the product and the service in the first place. And if you get a concrete question about something that is a fact and you don't know, say, I don't know, but I will find out. And then you ask that question on the next possible session. So always be yourself and be truthful. I would say that is actually the best thing. And ask the questions that you encounter or that you figure out yourself.
That was beautiful, Ulf. I can't wait to meet you guys in December. It's going to be awesome. So with that, guys, thanks very much for jumping on. It means a lot. Paul actually said this has been my favourite hot seat, which is, and it has been one of my, I don't think I've smiled and laughed so much. So I can't wait for December. Guys, say thank you to these two. They've been awesome. I've really enjoyed tonight. Even though it was short, me had an echo. It's been very enjoyable. And I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in December. If you want tickets, guys, we have got a few left. Reach out. Tracy, you're coming, by the way. There is no excuse for not coming. Reach out to me and we'll sort you out some tickets to come to our live event. No sullen. It's just going to be great people, food. I might speak on stage. and then we will go out and enjoy the evening. Okay, so thanks, guys. You guys were awesome. That's fantastic. Cheers, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.